Welcome back to Movie Nirvana. Today, I will tell you about this sci-fi romance drama movie from 2016. It is called Passengers. There will be spoilers. Be careful and pay attention. You can see the big ship Avalon going fast through space. It is going to a new place to live called Homestead 2. Every room on it is empty right now. The ship runs by itself. There are 258 people on the crew, and there are 5,000 passengers. They all sleep in special pods. All at once, the ship goes into a place with lots of rocks from space. Those shields make it weaker. The power goes to the big shield, but the ship heads right at a very large rock. Then that big rock hits the ship. It makes many things go wrong. The ship tries to fix those problems by itself, but one sleep pod turns on by mistake. The man who wakes up is Jim Preston. He fixes machines for a job. The pod door opens. A machine voice helps him wake all the way. It says he was asleep for 120 years, and the ship is only 4 months from Homestead 2 now. It says he can use all the nice parts of the ship until they get there. Jim gets told about his special band for ID and his own room, and the main things to do before they land on the planet. He feels happy and scared to see the other people. He gets dressed, leaves his room, goes to a class that teaches with machines. It is for a whole group, but Jim is the only one. He looks worried. The picture teacher talks about Earth. It says Earth has too many people, things cost too much, and it is not so great. The picture says wait to ask questions until the end, but Jim asks over and over why no one else is there. He sees the picture cannot tell him, so he looks for other people. He goes to the big open area in the middle of the ship. No people there too, but a machine desk says it can help. Jim wants to talk to a person for real. It tells him go see a helper person, but when he gets there, no one. So he says he wants the captain. He goes to the place where they drive the ship. He cannot go in, but he looks and sees no main crew people awake. Jim goes to the place to look at stars. There he learns the ship is really 90 years from Homestead 2. He knows he woke up much too early, so he runs back to the open area. He sends a note to Earth, asks what to do. He does not know how to sleep again. The talk machine says the note to Earth costs a lot, and it will take about 55 years for any answer. Jim feels very sad.
He walks more and finds the bar on the ship. He sees one other person there. He talks to the barman. Something feels odd about him. When the barman goes to get a drink, Jim sees he is a robot. The robot is named Arthur. Jim wants more facts from it, but he cannot even tell the robot why he is awake so soon. The next day, Jim wakes in his room, goes to the food place. He sees most food choices are just for the fancy gold class people. He takes his simple coffee, thinks how to make his sleep pod work again. He finds tools, gets the pod to turn on, lies down in it, but it does nothing. Then he uses those tools to try the crew sleep rooms. That does not work. Little problems start on the ship in places. Jim goes back to the bar a lot, to drink, but more to talk with Arthur. The robot gives him some tips. It makes Jim go into a fancy gold room and try to have good times on the ship. Jim eats at all the food spots, plays games, watches fun shows. But days go by and he feels worse being by himself. One day he drinks too much, walks near sleep pods, finds a door to outside space with suits for walking in space. Jim puts on a suit, goes to that door, pulls a handle, pushes the button to open it.
Out by the ship, he stares at the stars. He's the only awake person seeing it. Jim lets go of the holds on his boots, floats away in space, feels very bad inside. He comes in, takes off suit, but goes back to that door with no suit, pulls the handle, ready to die, but at the last second, he stops, runs inside, trips on a bottle. Jim gets up and right away sees a lady in a pod. Her name is Aurora. He looks up her info in the list, listens to her talk when she got on the ship. He likes her a lot. Later, you see him by her pod, still playing her talks. Back at the bar, he reads what she wrote, talks to Arthur about her words. He thinks a lot about how funny bad it is. Going to a new planet for better days, wakes too soon and misses it. Finds the best lady for him, but she cannot be with him.
Jim thinks of her more, gets the thought to wake her. He talks it with the robot, but it does not get the hard part. If he wakes her just for him, he leaves her stuck there too, to die on the ship. Jim says no at first, but time passes and he cannot stop it. One day, he does it, goes to her pod, makes it turn on. She wakes and does what he did. He hides, goes to his room. Soon after, he goes to the open area, hopes to see her, and she is there, just as mixed up as he was 1 year before.
Jim says they are the only awake ones, takes her to the star place, then says he cannot reach crew or ship controls. Aurora gets very scared, wants to go back in her pod. When they get there, Jim says no special tools on ship to sleep again, so they are stuck for good. They go back to open area. He says, rest now, you just woke from sleep. She feels bad for him. He was alone over a year. Jim goes to bar, feels bad for what he did, tells Arthur do not say to Aurora that he woke her. Next day, Aurora gets up. She goes to open area, asks machine desk about sleep pods. Jim comes, they get food. As they leave, the desk acts funny. At food place, Aurora sees Jim ate same breakfast over a year, gets him fancy gold food. They talk if pods can be fixed, but Aurora not like Jim. She keeps trying, looks in sick room, reads study papers, ends up at crew sleep area, tries to open doors. Jim sees more problems on ship. Sometime after, Aurora talks sad about her time on Avalon. She writes, runs laps on ship, swims in the water area, knows more how bad it is. She goes to food place to ask Jim questions, thinks his story is good, asks why he went to new place. Jim says company words first, then says on new planet he can be important, can make his own life. Later, in Star Place, Aurora tells why she is there. Not like other people on ship, she has a ticket to go and come back. Plan was go to Homestead 2, stay 1 year, back to Earth. Be first writer who did that, write the best story ever. Aurora stops looking for fix little by little. Jim finds way to make her happy. Takes her to dance, to movie room, to ball game court. Last, takes her to bar for Arthur. She feels good for short time, until thinks of their problem again. Jim alone with Robot, feels terrible for what he did to her. Next, you see him fixing something. Then, Aurora goes to Star Place, finds a small model of Chrysler building he built for her. After some time, they have date night at bar, eat dinner, tell stories from life. She says her dad died when teen. Then, Jim takes Aurora to Space Door, put on suits, go out spacewalk as a pair. Jim has someone to share that great sight. Jim turns off boot holds. They float in space side by side. Come back in, kiss right away. Go to his room, sleep close. Soon, they act like couple. Aurora moves to his room, writes about days on ship. They run together, eat together, sleep together. Jim looks more at ship, finds a plant growing room. He brings her flowers. One day, ship goes near a big red star. They watch from Star Place. It is her birthday. That night, party at one restaurant on ship, then bar. Jim goes to bathroom, gets ring he made ready for her. She talks with Arthur at the bar. Robot tells her Jim woke her on purpose, did not know to keep secret. Jim comes back fast. She faces him, very shocked. She runs away, mad and scared. Jim goes home, finds her things not there. Next day, sees her at food place, but when he talks, she runs. Aurora feels no hope. One night, goes to Jim room, hits and kicks him hard, wants him gone. Jim talks on speaker since she hides from him, tries to say sorry, tell why he did it. Says he fell for her, but she says no, cannot let go he took her future. One night, Jim in room, another problem hits ship. Ship has big fail, main control stops. Later, Jim in lift, it goes wrong. Aurora in open area sees tree Jim put there. Then food place, food machine bad too. All sudden hear deck boss voice on speaker, asks who put tree. Both run to open area, see Gus Mancuso by Jim Tree. They say who they are, tell boss what happened. He does not get how 3 pods broke. Mancuso takes to drive place, finds ship not right, but must look at info by hand. Leave drive place, robot almost hits heads. They tell Mancuso problems happen more on ship. He says that not normal, shows how get info. Mancuso looks at pods, Jim comes. Jim found what to Aurora pod. Boss thinks what Jim did very bad. Later at drive place looks at info. Aurora comes. Talk pod thing, but he says cannot help. Jim brings in 16 bad robot. Mancuso feels sick from sleep, goes rest, walks out, coughs blood. That night, Aurora no sleep, goes swim. All sudden, no gravity on ship. Water from pool goes with her. She almost drowns. Gravity back. She gets out just. They meet running to find Mancuso. All three at drive place. Find slow what wrong with ship. Mancuso sees thing from 2 years back hit big part. Must find fix what broke. Ship works extra hard now. No fix means ship stuck forever. Go look for bad spot, but Mancuso falls down. Jim Aurora take to sick room. He will die soon. No medicine stops it or makes time longer. Little later, all three at Star Place. Mancuso gives Jim his band, says fix ship, then dies right there. Lights go red, warning. Ship shakes bad. Jim says, Aurora, help me. Run to fix area, but gravity bad again. Then Arthur breaks too. Jim turns him off.
Get to fix area at last. Look for problem. Find in power part. Open door, Aurora pulled in hard. Rock made hole in ship wall there. Jim pulled too. Holds door as it shuts on him. Then pulled in, but they shut hole fast. Right after, Jim sees more than one hole in wall. They follow path of space rock. See it hit computer for reactor. Jim thinks get new part for it. Find part, put new one, but let out hot air from reactor not work. Try by hand, fails again. Jim knows must open air door from outside ship to make reactor cool. Both go space door. As he suits up, gives her Mancuso band, may not return. She helps suit. As he goes indoor, she says, come back, I cannot be on ship alone. Aurora back at reactor, heat very high now. Piece from reactor hits her arm. Jim outside gets near air door. Heat goes up more in reactor room. He tries to make door open other way. Sees must hold door by hand, so reactor lets air out. Tells Aurora she hates idea, but he does it, says vent reactor. She no want him dead, they fight words, but he says must save all others. She does vent, it works good, but hot air from reactor pushes Jim far, breaks his rope to ship. Air in suit goes low. Tells Aurora she runs fast for other suit to get him. Says sorry again, puts suit on, goes out fast to him, but her rope too short. Pulled back, but grabs his rope sudden, pulls him in. Aurora takes Jim to sick room, sees he dead already, uses Mancuso band to make MedPod rules change, to bring him back. MedPod works alone, brings Jim back alive. Aurora says okay now. Later she fixes Arthur. They send Mancuso body to space right. Jim takes her to sick room, says found way to make MedPod sleep one. Tells her get in, sleep rest of trip. But later you see she says no, stays awake with him on ship. Jim asks her to marry. They spend all their years on ship. 88 years pass. Avalon gets to Homestead too. Crew wakes. Ship looks very strange. Aurora leaves note, tells story of life she and Jim had on ship while others slept. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.